Moon and Capricorns. So the moon is kind of like debilitated here. They don't like really what you're doing here, but of course, they gotta basically do what they gotta do to basically get the job done and basically get their ass into the Aquarius position so they can be very public and open. So if you got Capricorn in the first house, you're gonna be putting yourself into a circumstance situation of taking care of your personal responsibilities. Now you're gonna be feeling very restricted if you're planting bad seeds when the moon is in Sagittarius, because you won't be able to expand. You're going to be feeling contracted. And of course, you can go through a power and control issue or a transformation when it comes to your personality or the personal people, places, things in your life. Also, you need to value the 7th house where you got Cancer at. Be more loving, nurturing, and caring when it comes to your relationships and compromise. Second house, you're going to be basically valuing your responsibilities right now. You're going to put yourself into a situation of overindulgence to these areas. Also, what you basically need to do is take care of your responsibilities. And of course, you may need a partner right now, may need a relationship. For me. And of course, you need to basically be more loving, more nurturing, more caring behind closed doors. Don't tell everybody your secrets and things that matter. For me, that's where you got Cancer in your 8th house. 3rd house, you're gonna be putting yourself into a situation of taking your personal your responsibilities on a deeper level when it comes to your environment or your surroundings. For me, you're gonna put yourself into a circumstance situation of overworking, overwhelming yourself, and of course overexhausting yourself into this position right here too. Try to get rest, and of course you're gonna have your Cancer in the 9th house when it comes to your experiences. So be more loving, nurturing, and caring when it comes to expanding, and of course getting out there, and of course get more inclined towards your principles and your goals, and you'll be all right. Get some rest too. Also, you might experience a lack of environment when it comes to friends and shit. You might go through a transformation when it comes to your surroundings or your experiences. Also, 2nd house, you may go through a transformation when it comes to your money, your resources, and things you value, if you plant bad seeds. Also, if you in the 4th house, you're gonna put yourself into a situation basically being more relatable and more compromising when it comes to taking care of your responsibilities at home, family, and of course how you do things on a day-to-day basis. You can be feeling very stuck or restricted when it comes to your privacies or family in general if you're planting bad seeds. Also, you can go through a power and control issue or a transformation issue when it comes to this perspective. Be more loving, nurturing, and caring when it comes to how your status, how you're seen, and of course your broad persona, and you'll be out in this area. If you got this in the 5th house, you're going to be putting yourself into situations basically needing to take care of responsibilities when it comes to your creativity and of course your creative endeavors. You can be very overanalyzing, very analytical, and of course worrying about these things. For me, if you're planting bad seeds, you can feel very restricted and of course stuck into this area too. Be more creative when it comes to your creative endeavors. And of course, put yourself into a situation of not overindulging. And of course, pay more attention towards your health. For me, you need to be more caring, more loving, more nurturing when it comes to the public. And of course, how you put yourself and put yourself presented out there. Or you can go through a transformation in that area if you don't take care of yourself. 6th house, you're gonna be basically go into the extremes of overexhausting yourself when it comes to the things that you do on a day-to-day basis, and of course your daily routine. Try not to put yourself into that situation. Try to sit back and of course relax. You got Cancer in the 1st house, so care more about your personality. Care more about your dreams and your man. Also, with Capricorn in the 7th house, it kind of love being here, and of course, it can overexhaust itself into this position. So you can be very overindulgent when it comes to relationships, partnerships, and of course, you can put yourself into a situation of experiencing transformation in a relationship due to you hanging on to things, due to you playing bad seeds when the moon was in Sagittarius. So what you basically need to do here is be more loving, more nurturing, caring towards yourself. And of course, that's where you got Cancer in this house. Value more of that for me, and you're gonna be alright. And of course, be very serious about your partnerships and how you relate to individuals. Either you're gonna cut them off, or you're gonna basically be planting more bad seeds of basically bending over backwardsly. Also, if you got this in the 8th house, you're gonna be basically going through some power and control issues when it comes to behind closed doors, behind the scenes, or desires may get transformed if you're planting bad seeds. Or you may feel the need to basically not want to take care of responsibilities. A whole lot of misunderstandings in this 8th house position right here. Try not to get too lazy. Feel me? You're gonna have Cancer in the 2nd house. So value your home, your family, or things that matter, or things that you basically love doing at home. You're gonna be out in this area. And be more practical in that area. Also, or be practical whatever you're trying to build in that area. Also in the 9th house, you're gonna basically be taking your responsibilities of your experiences, your traveling, and of course how you expand. See, the 9th house falls here, so you may not be feeling need to basically want to take your responsibilities, but you can go to some limitations when it comes to your morals, your principles, or your spirituality, or your religion, or whatever that case may be, if you're planting bad seeds when the moon is in Sagittarius. Or also, what you need to basically do is value more of the things that you are, like value your money, value your resources, or value stability in this kind of area right here. And you're going to actually value your environment. I'm bugging. Value your environment. Value your environment, your friends or your associates and shit that you basically communicate, or things that you're familiar with. Be more caring in that area. And of course, you never know who you may meet to basically bring you to the big house. Also, you may go through some changes in that area too. Also, 10th house, feel me, you're going to be basically taking your responsibilities when it comes to your status, your career, and goals. Of course, you can basically blow in this position. But also, if you're planting bad seeds, you can go through some transformation when it comes to your status, your goals, and of course, your ambitions. So make sure you take your responsibilities when it comes to the status quo area. And you're going to be out in this circumstance situation. Watch out for karmic friends and shit like that, or karmic people, places, things that you dealt with in the past. You don't need these individuals coming back up when it comes to that retrograde in Capricorn. 11th house, you'll be basically take care of the responsibilities when it comes to your associations, publics, events, and things that matter. Make sure you take care of these responsibilities here for me, because you got the support, but you may be able to be very lazy and shit. But of course, be more loving, nurturing, and caring when it comes to your creativity, your ego, and of course, how you express yourself. 10th house, be more creative and loving, and when it comes to home and family, and be more connected to that area. Last but not least, take care of your responsibilities when it comes to your dreams, imagination, and fantasy when it comes to the 12th house. Care more about your routines and